we're just kicking butt today on projects. So, Busman, Busman 66, he was the one that I looked on the web here to see Pontiac Grand Prix, where to find the flashlight's not on, where to find the drain plug. So go from the, well, sort of, he showed, but bottom side, gym pan underneath there, there's a drain. Looks like this thing right here. What he showed. Yeah, he was smart enough to put his up on blocks. So I'm going to put that pan underneath there. It's the wife's good roasting pan. And then come up here behind the driver's side. See if I can get down in there. Get the flashlight down in. I just saw it a minute ago, but to show you guys is going to be a little bit difficult. Let me see what I can do here. I don't know if anybody can see that down in there. There you go. So that's the lower left side of the car, lower driver's side, way at the bottom of the radiator. So I'm going to not be able to show you how this works because it's really difficult to get down in there in both my hands right now. I got one on the flashlight and one on the phone. So unscrew that, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Make sure you have a pan underneath there where I showed you, and it should be able to drain that water out. So I got it started with pliers, just the standard old-fashioned pliers. And it's only kind of drippy right here. I got it mostly loose. I'm just going to take this piece of wire. Try to get it up in there. See if something's like blocking it. I don't know why it's going so slow. Doesn't seem to help too much. Maybe I'll loosen up the radiator cap. That seems to be, I can hear more flow. So that's off. Yeah, it's a little better flow. I got time. Kind of running down the back there now. No, it's still in the pan. Just one quick note, if you're going to shake this thing up, try to get the crud out of it. There's a vent on this side. So this is the overflow tank, and I was going to get all the crud out of it. So I'll take it off, shake it up a little bit, plug the hole. Excitement never ends here. So nice. Thought this would be a nice handy spot to put a bunch of the nuts and bolts. And I look over here, and I don't know what is going on here, but I can't just pop that back out, so I'm going to have to find, I don't know. I tried this fancy bend 'em a tool here. Whoop. That's not working. Anyway, going to be changing the water pump, so I would have probably been smarter off taking the bolts out of the pulley. Right here's the pulley for the water pump, and I'm taking the bolts out now, and now I got to hold the pulley. So I should have been better off doing that before I pulled the belt off. Did a little routing right here, so when I put it back together, I'll know which way the belt goes. AC is the air conditioner, PS power steering, I is idler, WP is the water pump that I'm changing, C is the main crank, and then ALT is the alternator. So that'll help make sense of everything when I'm all done. But like I said, now I gotta fix this thing. I don't know how that even would happen, but so just checking in. That's actually where the cabin air filter is. Took it out and pounded it on the ground. A lot of dirt. I don't think it's ever been out of here since 2007. Well, it must have been because it was all messed up there. But there's a little plug right there you can pull out, and then one back here, and then you can open up the door, and there's one kind of in the backside. Then that whole piece comes off. There's another little piece that snaps in here. So process check. Got the pulley off, so now I'm going to start working on the bolts for the... All right, we have a Redneck FBI training session right here. So you hit the barrel. Oh, he didn't even get it in the barrel. Oh, we got. Oh, you must have hit the box on that one. Yeah, you're probably gonna hurt yourself. So I've got a handful of these bolts out. Most of them are either 10s or what's this other size? 10s or 13s. But I'm really hoping GM wasn't dumb enough. I can't get a socket on this one. But here's the edge of the power steering pump. And I've got it moving with my open end wrench. I'm really hoping they're not dumb enough. I only have another maybe quarter inch to go there. They better not have been dumb enough to make this bolt directly in line with this and have it have more than a half inch of interaction, thread engagement, Because if I got to pull this power steering pump off to change this, that's just stupid. Used to be a big GM guy, but I don't know, this, since about 2000, they've just gone downhill substantially. But anyway, so I'm going to get back to this, pull out the rest of the bolts, and then hopefully that screw comes off without having to take the power steering pump. All right, so like the rest of you, I went on to YouTube to find this out, and found a video from Pasty Boy, Paisteboi, showing he's doing water pump replacement on his Pontiac. And there's apparently, so GM, I guess, did make it so you can't get that bolt out. Looks like I'm about a 1/4 inch shy of pulling this out. So then I went back and looked and see. So anyway, so there's a bolt right here on top. It's that same 13, I think, millimeter socket. So I'm going to use that one first and then give the pulley a spin to the bottom panel. There's two 13 millimeter bolts in there. So I'll unscrew both of those. This pulley will be out of the way, and then I should be able to get back at pulling that last screw out. So I guess I will give GM the props, I guess, for having the holes in the pulley so that we can actually get those off without pulling, because there's no way to pull that pulley off the way it looks. So anyway, so I'll start pulling that apart, and then we'll come back. Hopefully we get this water pump off.